and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of body. There, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Made back at the 39-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly, and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy. And when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone call them Hollywood in college.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dow.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
down. Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Eric Wolf there on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll move the chains. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Is number 42.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ingram again. A 1st down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 24.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
11-yard line.
The toss right. This is Ingram. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On third down, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
They'll take over.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
And the Bengals first down.
Now Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, Mixon. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carried by the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 5 yards. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ingram, the ball carrier.
One of the best around. Big Geno Atkins there on the stop. An 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of 3rd-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first.
41-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Jackson 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
23 yards the pickup there. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, middle.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got a man as Ross, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and...
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain of 8 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to number
A.J. Green. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
36. I got you.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Jenkins on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Carl Lawson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. 4th down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
His kick
And he puts it through.
makes the score.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Burrow on